శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః శ్రీమాత్రే నమః శ్రీ మహాగణపతియే నమః. Many of us in their life, we go to a new house, sometimes their own house, sometimes it may be a rented accommodation. Whatever it may be, it's our culture as per the Vedic Hindu tradition to perform a ceremony called Griha Pravesam. In English, it's called housewarming ceremony. In this video, we want to help you to conduct this ceremony on your own in case if you don't get any Purohit or Brahman to perform this ceremony for you. Sometimes I always suggest if you can do it on your own, the joy and the satisfaction you get is unparalleled. So let us see why we have to do housewarming ceremony. The very name in English, housewarming. Warmth is always sattvic and rajasic, positive energy. The cold is tamasic. So when you are going to a new house, suppose someone stayed in the house when you're purchasing a second-hand house, or even if in a new built house, in that area, if someone else has stayed, and all the energy of that people will be there in the Vayumandala, airspace. So when you go without any protection, that Vayumandala may affect your peace of mind and progress. So that's why we say housewarming. How Vayumandala is warmed up? By mantra, by some ritual. So that's why whenever you move into a place unknown to you, it's always safe to take the help of divine in the process of reciting the mantras, doing some specific rituals. Let us make it very simple for you. And you can do it on your own if you follow these steps. Number one, before you move to the house, you need to fix the auspicious time, also called Muhurat or Muhurta. And for that, the astrologers will be there. They'll be looking at your birth star and calculating that with the star of the day. That's a different process. And if you don't know your birth star, they can fix auspicious tithis for you, the lunar cycle, that the 5th day in the lunar cycle, 10th day in the lunar cycle, 11th day in the lunar cycle. They're all very auspicious. So they can fix that. That's a different subject altogether. So once the date and time are fixed, what are the precautions we need to take? Preferably, except the fixed fixtures like built-in stove, the refrigerators, the fans, electrical fans, it is always better not to take any other extra furniture or articles inside the house until the puja is done in the auspicious time. So there are 3 steps. One is the puja or the prayer you do at the main door frame. Why is the main door frame? We believe that all the negative energy that was prevailing in the airspace will be mostly on this main door frame. That is where Hiranyakasipa was killed by Narasimha. So we always decorate this sill of the main door frame with turmeric paste and red kumkum dots, and also white lines. So that white represents Saraswati, yellow, the turmeric represents Lakshmi, and red represents Gauri. All the 3 mothers are there to protect you and your family members and the house. And also, it is auspicious to decorate on the top of the door frame with mango leaves or neem leaves. Both these leaves are having the capacity, we believe, to drive away the negative energy. So the family members assemble in front of the main door, not the main gate, main door frame. And then you need to be there at least 45 minutes before the muhurtan time so that you won't get tensed up or hurry up the puja, which is more important. So you sit down on the floor, the husband and wife, or the person who is entering the house if they are single, and decorate the door frame with flowers, and then do a 16 upachara puja. It's called Lakshmi Puja. 16 upacharas is always good, and that is detailed in the enclosed file with this video. If you go to the description, there is a link, and if you click on the link, all the puja mantras and procedures will be there. It will be in English. So that is the main puja at the door frame. And then at the auspicious time, you can wait for 5 or 10 minutes if you are finishing the puja well before the time. The head of the family, we think it's male, but here the head of the family is actually female, Shakti. So the female of that family, wife normally, so she goes with a kalash, a vessel of silver filled with water or milk. It depends on different cultures. Up to the neck, that's a must. The water and milk. Milk corresponds to moon. It controls the mind. Water corresponds to Vishnu and Lakshmi. It is prosperity. Whatever it is, she will carry, and she will put her right foot exactly on the right time of the muhurat. That is the actual muhurt. At that time, some people, if you know the suktas, you can recite Sri Suktam, Durga Suktam, Narayana Suktam, keep on reciting, or you can even play on your mobile phone. Behind her, the male, the husband, will hold photographs of the deities or icons, the family deities, and he goes behind her. Behind the Ejamani, that male, the children will enter the house carrying a plate of flowers or fruits, or in a plate you can put some turmeric powder and kumkum, sandalwood powder, things like that. Behind them, the relatives and friends can also carry different fruits and flowers. All this time, it's better to play the suktas, and also normally we prefer Nadaswaram, a special instrument which is designed only for auspicious moments. You can play. That's all. The tension moments are over. The time is exactly, you enter the house, that's fine. Then after that, you go into the kitchen directly. At that time, if it is not a built-in stove, then you can bring your gas stove, or you can, some people, yesterday somebody told they are making a stove with bricks, and the old village, they have the stove like fireplace. So they made with the brick and sand. That's also fine. But that after you enter, you need to make. So if it is a single burner stove, that's fine. If it is a built-in stove, you have 4 burners, right? It's always better to light the southeast burner, because Agni is on the southeast, Agneya. So what you do, just relax for a while, you can drink water, and then all the family members, preferably husband and wife and children. When I'm continuously saying husband and wife, don't think that it's only limited to married people. If you are on your own, you can do on your own also. So what they do, they decorate the southeast burner of the stove with some, turmeric paste, and then a dot of kumkum and one small flower. Be careful you don't put the flower inside the burner. So, and face east preferably. Sometimes the kitchen is on this side, east is on this side. So I say, just for the formality's sake, face east and light the stove like this. You know what I mean? always the fire should be lit facing the southeast corner. That you should remember. So ask the lady of the house to light the stove. While lighting, there is a Agni mantra. Om Agnim Dotam Vrinemahe Hotaram Visvavedasam Asya Yajnasya Sukratum Ram Rim Rum Raim Raum Rah Ramalavarayum Agni Mandalaya Namaha Agnim Avahayami. This mantra, both text and audio, are available in the links as usual. So now it is not a fire actually. You are invoking the Agni Devata into your house. The first fire you are lighting, Agni comes. It removes all the impurities. So you can take some akshata, the rice, raw rice, uncooked raw rice mixed with turmeric powder and a drop of ghee. We call it akshatas. And then put it on the fire and do the namaskar. Then you take a brass or bronze vessel, new vessel preferably, with a copper plate. Nowadays in the modern time, the base is copper, but the vessel is, brass or bronze. You can take that, hold that in your hand, and then you need to invoke Surya into that. So Agni, Surya and Chandra. These three energies we are invoking one above another. I'll tell you why. So you hold the plate and recite or listen to the mantra. Om Asatyena Ratasa Vartamano Nivesayannamrutam Martyancha Hirmayena Savitaradhena Devo Yati Bhavana Vipashyan Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Raum Ra Ramalavarayum Surya Mandalanama Suryam Avahayami. And then you put the vessel onto the fire. Who will do this? The lady of the house. The Yajamani, the male, will just touch her and then wait. All the people can do the namaskaram and watch the ritual. Then take a vessel of milk, preferably cow milk, and the vessel can be of any metal except silver, because silver connects you to Rahu and then or Shanishwara and then drains out the energy. That's why we don't prefer. So take the milk. You can also apply some turmeric paste underneath the vessel. Sometimes people prefer to put turmeric powder paste underneath the vessel before you put it on the stove. So you take the milk and then as you are pouring, you recite the mantra of moon. You are invoking moon into the milk for the knowledge of the people residing in the house. So what is the mantra? Om Apyayasva Sametute Visvatah Swama Vrishniyam Bhavavajasya Sangathe Sam Sim Sum Saim Saum Sah Samalavarayum Soma Mandalanama Somam Avahayami Soma Vrishniyam. Let there be a rain of nectar in this house. Nectar can be joy, nectar can be knowledge, nectar can be peace, nectar can be prosperity. Let that come as a rain. That's how the lady of the house prays for the whole family. Now it's all set. The milk will be boiling, and what normally the culture is, a male person, if he has a sister, then she will do the rest of the cooking. If there are not any lady other than the lady of the house, you can ask her to cook a kheer, rice pudding. If there no one, then you can cook on your own. So what you do, when the milk is boiling, until then you can do a bhajan, or you can recite some sloka, you can recite Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama. Just invoke as much positive energy as possible. So once the milk boils, allow the milk to flow over the vessel into the stove. That's fine. You can clean the stove later. That abundance you will be feeling when the milk is overflowing. After that, every family member, starting from the female of the house, then the male person, husband, wife first and husband, and then the children, one by one, they take this much rice or this much rice and put it in the milk, praying some mantra. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayana, Om Ganesha, whatever mantra. Even the small children should be trained to recite a mantra. It's not just a function for joy only. It's a function for it's a divine function. Everybody should feel. So all of them put small amount of rice, and then once this is boiling, of course, I'm also giving the recipe of the kheer. So they add some jaggery, and you can add some cardamom powder, like fried cashew, whatever it may be, and of course edible camphor, and you make a nice kheer. Let it be. Now that part is over. The second part. The first part is the door frame puja, Lakshmi puja, the main door frame. Second part is boiling of the milk. Some people say boiling of the milk is the muhurtam, but we follow the tradition. Entering the house is the muhurtam. Now, select the puja room, preferably in the northeast corner. If the puja room is very small and you have invited some guests, you can do in the main hall, in the northeast corner in the main hall. So, arrange a big stool-like thing, peetam. That's where I'm sitting now. So, like that, you can make a small pedestal and put all your icons there. The photographs, everything. And then light a lamp. At that place, all the family members do another puja. This time it's called Ganesha Puja. Same 16 upacharas, but the mantra is different. You invoke Ganesha for removal of hurdles. That Ganesha Puja script is also given along with this. At the end of the puja, you offer the kheer or the rice pudding which you have made in the kitchen as the offering of food, as the naivedya. And then you finish the puja with arati. And you distribute that naivedyam, enjoy the prasadam, the blessings of Ganesha with all the family members and friends. This part is minimum. You can also optionally do a Ganesha Homa, Navagraha Homa, Vastu Homa, Kshetra Balaka Homa. Don't get afraid because so many homas. Simple. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Swaha. With that, you can put 28 ahutis. And the homa procedure is also shared with the video. And then remove that Ganesha mantram and then put it Navagraha mantras. Om Surya Yasvaha, Om Chandra Yasvaha. That simple mantra is also enough. Or if you are proficient with the mantra, all the Navagraha mantras we have given, and that plus Swaha. One ahuti is more than enough. Don't make life miserable by attempting for so many other big pujas, because that's the time to enjoy with the friends and relatives with the divine grace of Mother. So both should be balanced. You should not get over tired and over exhausted with all these rituals. So I make it very simple. One ahuti for Navagraha. Then Vastu, 3 mantras are there. I'm sharing the audio files of the 3 mantras. Just play the file and then Hvaha at the end, you offer. And Kshetrapalaka, only 1 mantra. Kshetrasya Padina, that mantra is there. That also 1 ahuti. Totally you're looking at 12 ahutis for Ganapati, 9 ahutis for Navagraha, 21, 3 ahutis for Vastu, 24, and 1 ahuti for Kshetrapalaka, 25. Simple, but you are doing it with focus. Mother will be very happy. So what are the things you need to put in the fire? The simplest is rice puff. Lai bolenge Hindi mein, Laja in Sanskrit, Nellupuri in Tamil, Pelalu in Telugu, and Battadaralu in Kannada. Unfortunately, I don't know any more languages. That's all I know. So this you can offer when it says Swaha, and the main person, the male of the male person of the house, who is normally husband, will put the ghee. The wife will put the kheer, and the rest of the family members, they can put rice puff. That's simple. Okay. If you are very focused and if you have time and if you know the procedure, you can also make modakas. You can offer jaggery. You can offer coconut pieces. You can offer banana pieces. You can offer sugar cane pieces. So it's endless. But let us make it simple. So this is the main part of Graha Pravesha. It's not over yet. Now, I need to draw all the negative energy which is maybe still prevailing on the door frame. So what we do normally, all the door frames that lead to the exit outside. One is the main door frame, sometimes the back door, sometimes the side door. So all not the inside one which lead to the outside. So you go out of in front of that door frame, stay outside, take a coconut, and then at each door frame, move the coconut to cover the entire door frame 3 times clockwise, 3 times anti-clockwise. Every time you need to recite one mantra. Om Hreem Sarva Vigna Kribhyo Sarvabhutebhyo Hum Fat Swaha. Again, it's the same thing. So the sixth time, you rotate like this. Om Hreem Sarva Vigna Kribhyo Sarvabhutebhyo Hum Fat Swaha. Break it on the floor. Like that, all the door frames you do. And also, better to take a pumpkin, the white pumpkin or yellow pumpkin, whatever it may be, go around the house if it is an individual house. If it is just an apartment, stay in front of the door frame. Same procedure, you rotate clockwise 3 times, anti-clockwise 3 times, same mantra, Om Hreem Sarva Vigna Kribhyo Sarvabhutebhyo Hum Fat Swaha. At the sixth time, you break the pumpkin. Sometimes it may not break, then you just break it or tear it off with your fingers, but be careful, you need to put 2 halves back to back. That's must. After this is done, go around the house, collect all the broken coconut pieces, the pumpkin pieces, put them in a big sack, black sack preferably, and then go to the southwest corner of the house. Any direction, just formality's sake, if it's an apartment, just formality's sake, with the sack, you walk towards the southwest corner and then dump it in the trash bin, and then wash your feet, wash your hand, wash your eyes, and then enter the house. That's all. The housewarming ceremony is over. But I need to tell you one thing. We've just removed the pre-existing negative energy. But it's our duty to maintain the positive energy in the house. It's not enough just to do a housewarming ceremony and then again fight with each other in the house. Some people, the saddest part is they fight during the housewarming ceremony. Nobody can save them. So you need to understand now, with the help of God, with the help of Mother, I'm able to remove this negative energy. Now I'll maintain. This your responsibility to maintain peace. And prosperity will be given by her. Maintaining of peace is your responsibility. I hope everybody will be benefited by this procedure, and I suggest anywhere you do your housewarming by yourself. Self-help is the best help. Sri Matre Namah.